While most people walk past the Lego aisle, some savvy investors are finding really surprising returns. You might see Lego just as a toy, but for those in the now, it's a tangible asset with a pretty interesting track record. In the next few minutes, I'm not just gonna tell you which sets to buy for 2025. I'm gonna show you the 3 core strategies that will help you spot the next big winner for yourself, way before everyone else does. The idea of investing in plastic bricks probably sounds a little strange, but the data is pretty interesting. Now, it's not a guarantee, but some studies have shown that certain Lego sets can see healthy appreciation after they retire, with some rare sets really skyrocketing in value. This isn't about getting lucky, it's about understanding what makes a set desirable long after it's gone. And demand is not going to slow down. The Lego Group just reported double-digit revenue growth in the first half of 2025, showing the appetite for bricks is as strong as ever. My analysis is all based on looking at historical sales data, keeping a close eye on when sets are scheduled to retire, and figuring out the key things that turn a regular set into a collector's item. By the end of this video, you'll have a framework to make some smart calls for your own portfolio. And hey, since this is a fast-moving market, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any updates for future deep dives. Now, let's get into the core strategies. So, before I start listing off set numbers, you have to understand the why. Just buying what looks cool isn't really a strategy. You've got to think like a collector, a fan, and an investor all at once. For 2025, I'm focusing on 3 pillars that almost always point towards the winner. First up is the power of exclusivity. Honestly, this is probably the biggest one. Scarcity is what drives the second-hand market. This doesn't just mean a limited edition sticker. Exclusivity can be a lot of things. Does the set have unique minifigs you can't get anywhere else? Is it a store exclusive, maybe only sold at official Lego stores? Think about it. If a set has awesome minifigs, you can only get it in that one box. Its investment potential shoots way up. Once that set retires, the only way to get those characters is to buy the whole set on the secondary market, often for a huge markup. Second, you can't ignore the nostalgia factor. Lego has been around for decades, and that creates a powerful emotional link. A lot of today's adult buyers are hunting for sets that remind them of their childhood. It's why themes like Star Wars, Harry Potter, and classic Castle are always such solid performers. When Lego remakes a beloved set from the 80s or the 90s, they're tapping into a ready-made market of adults with disposable income who wants to buy back a piece of their youth. These sets have a built-in fan base just waiting to pay a premium. And third, and this is a big one that a lot of people miss, is the crossover appeal. The best investments often pull in buyers from outside of the usual Lego fan world. Look at the Speed Champions line. It brings in car nuts who might not own any other Lego. The Botanical Collection appeals to a totally different crowd looking for home decor. When a set can do that, it blows the potential buyer pool wide open after it retires. You're not just selling to Lego fans anymore, you're selling to car lovers, art fans, and movie buffs. So now that you know the strategies, let's see them in action with some categories and sets you should be watching as we head toward the end of 2025. The trick is to get these before they officially retire and more preferably at a discount. You can think of these as the blue chip stocks of the Lego world. UCS sets are huge, detailed models for adults, and they have a great track record. 2 Titans are scheduled to retire this year. Set 75-331, the UCS Razor Crest, and the 75-355 UCS X-Wing Starfighter. The Razor Crest is a fan favorite from The Mandalorian, and with a movie coming, its popularity is only going to grow. The X-Wing is just iconic Star Wars, and even though it's the third UCS version, we probably won't see another one for a decade, making its exclusive Luke minifig a hot commodity. This collection is a huge fan favorite. Every year, one building retires when a new one arrives, which creates a massive fear of missing out. People who hold on to these for a few years often see some of the steadiest returns. Retiring at the end of 2025 are two modulars, set 10297, the Boutique Hotel, and set 10312, the Jazz Club. The Boutique Hotel's unique design and the colorful Jazz Club will be must-haves for collectors trying to complete their city block. Ideas is a goldmine because the sets come directly from fan designs. They have a built-in audience and are usually made in smaller numbers. Keep your eye on the 21335 motorized lighthouse and the 21344 the Orient Express train, which are both sets to retire. The lighthouse is an incredible display piece, and the Orient Express taps into the very profitable niche of Lego trains. These are one-of-a-kind sets that are very unlikely to be made again, and that is a recipe for value. Don't ignore the small boxes. Speed Champions is one of the best and most affordable ways to get into Lego investing. These licensed cars have a huge crossover appeal with auto enthusiasts. The key here is that licenses for specific car models expire. A real standout on the 2025 retirement list is a 76 923 Lamborghini Lambo V12 Vision Gran Turismo. It's a futuristic, wild design that really stands out. The entry price is low, but the percentage returns can be shockingly good. This is for the giants, the big, expensive showstopper sets. A perfect example retiring at the end of 2025 is set 10305 The Lion Knight's Castle. This set is a massive tribute to the classic castle theme, hitting that nostalgia button hard. It's packed with over 20 minifigs and many of them are exclusive. Another monster set is set 76178 The Daily Bugle. It's been on shelves for over 4 years, but it comes with an unbelievable 18 exclusive minifigs, including rarities like Daredevil, Blade, The Punisher, and so on. Its retirement is gonna leave a huge hole for Marvel collectors. Every year, there's a set that just slips by everyone. It's not a UCS, it's not a modular, but it has all the right ingredients to pop off after it retires. So for 2025, my personal sleeper pick is the 10355 Blacktron Renegade. This set is a modern remake of a beloved edgy space theme from the late 80s, hitting that nostalgia button perfectly for older fans. But here's the kicker. It was only released at the start of 2025 and is scheduled to retire at the end of 2025. A 1-year shelf life is incredibly short and it's gonna catch a lot of people by surprise. It's from a classic theme that isn't on shelves anymore, making its part and minifigs instantly rare. While everyone is focused on the big Star Wars sets, this is a kind of set that quietly disappears and then doubles or even triples in value because the supply is just so low and the niche demand is so high. So let's bring it all together. Becoming a successful Lego investor in 2025 isn't about random luck. It's about using a clear strategy. Focus on exclusivity, especially the unique minifigs. Tap into the power of nostalgia with themes like Star Wars and Classic Castle, and don't forget the hidden value of crossover appeal in themes like Speed Champions. Remember, the sets I listed are just examples on how these strategies work. The real win is learning the method, not just copying a list. So, what do you think? What are the sets on your watch list for 2025? Did I miss any you think are future classics? Let me know in the comments down below. Your ideas help all of us get smarter. And if you want to stay ahead of the LEGO market, learn which sets to avoid, and get more analysis on the LEGO economy, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. Thanks all for watching, and I will see you in the next video.